Phyzit is a company that's making transitional care management easier for doctors' offices and patients.
I've had many conversations with clinic staff and clinic managers, and they all share the same frustrations in trying to manage transitional care management, or TCM, and that's where Phyzit comes in.
My name is Stephen Cannon, and I'm co-founder and chief medical officer of Phyzit.
I am Keith Moore, CEO of Phyzit.
I'm Stuart Whaley. I'm the chief privacy officer of Phyzit.
Transitional care management is the process by which we transition a patient from the inpatient or hospital setting back to where they live when they're well on a regular basis. All of us have family members or loved ones that are admitted to the hospital, and when they leave the hospital, believe it or not, the system does not necessarily encourage them to stay well. And so what transitional care management is basically a mechanism by which you can make sure they stay well. If you imagine being in a doctor's office where they may manage 100 or 200 patients in a similar situation in a given month, keeping track of that can be relatively cumbersome, especially without an electronic process. So Phyzit automates it and makes it in a very workable solution. And believe it or not, those steps have never been automated into an electronic process. So if you're managing 100 or 200 patients for a 30-day period after they're discharged from the hospital, there's no tool for that. And that's what Phyzit does. We hear a lot of stories about TCM and how it helps. And one that comes to mind is a gentleman with emphysema was admitted to the hospital for exacerbation of his disease. When he was discharged, his doctor's office didn't even know he was in the hospital, and then beyond that, he resumed smoking again. Not surprisingly, he was back in the hospital a week or two later because no one properly educated him or followed up on his disease worsening. Had his doctor's office been using Phyzit and had known he was admitted to the hospital, then they would have called to check on him. They also would have seen him in person. And there would have been probably a 25 to 50% chance that he would stay well and stay out of the hospital. That's what we hope to do with TCM through Phyzit. We have a strong management team with good experience in healthcare and law, business development, and in technology. We're the only company that has recognized the opportunity and the problem that exists with high readmission rates in our country.
Stephen and Mike Cannon founded Phyzit in 2013. In 2014, they designed, built, beta tested their Phyzit TCM application. As of 2015, Phyzit is patent pending. By the end of that year, Phyzit was being used by clinics in 5 different states, including one of the largest hospital systems in Arkansas. Phyzit was also accepted into the Athena MDP Accelerator program.
In 2016, we really focused on making the application more scalable. We've embraced partnerships with other healthcare entities who have some value in TCM, and we've also adapted the application to allow it to more easily plug and play with other systems.
We've worked hard to find the right vendors and consultants to help us achieve the needs of our customers, both from a technical and a security perspective.